This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
Welcome to Check Bags and Big Tags, the no-filter, no-holds-barred podcast where we spill the truth about globetrotting in style. Buckle up, it's time to see the world differently. Welcome to Check Bags and Big Tags. I'm Ilisa Oman of One World Family Travel with my co-host Sean Moutet of Gallivant Luxury Travel. And we are here today to talk exclusively about the most exciting trip that we've ever put together. We teased about it on the last episode that we are doing next year in 2027, our Check Bags and Big Tags Greek cruise, May 29th, 2027. And it's not just a cruise, but this is a curated experience with us, with you, and with one of our favorite cruise partners, Celestyal Cruises. So how you doing, Sean?
I'm
Safe
doing
travel?
good. Feeling a little bit better. I had it rough over the weekend with picking up some kind of bug. Thinking it's COVID, but I didn't test. So I've just been staying home and isolating anyway. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be doing this.
Yeah, so we're joined today with Randy Epstein and Patty Builes of Celestyal Cruises, and they're going to talk with us more about Celestyal and what it's about, because I bet a lot of people out there may not have heard about it. So thanks for joining us.
Yes,
Thank you
it's
for
great
having
to
us.
be.
Let's talk about why this sailing and why Celestial is something really special. So could you guys tell us, for people out there who aren't familiar with Celestial, what is Celestial? What's the story? What makes it different from the other mainstream cruise lines?
Okay, perfect. So again, thank you for having both Patty and myself today. So at Celestial Cruises, if you look at the name right above my head here, you'll see there's a Y in our name. And people always ask me, Celestial, why is it spelled with a Y? It's because we put the y'all in everything that we do. And we think of everything and we take the input from you, our travelers. We are a very unique cruise line. We are Mediterranean themed, but most importantly, we believe in giving you and your clients and your travelers that heartfelt journey, because we do have smaller ships. We give you that much more personalized service. And not only that, we take you guys and your travelers to the icons and rising stars locations all throughout the Eastern Mediterranean. Being that we have smaller ships, we're able to get into a lot of the smaller islands that many of the larger cruise lines are unable to do. But more importantly, while you're there, we give you that backstage travel pass. We're going to give you that expert regional experience, but also providing you that unfettered access to areas throughout the Mediterranean, throughout the Greek islands that you've never seen before. We believe in treading like a local. We want you to travel with us as if you live there. So what better way than to be with the locals? So with Celestial, we believe in being very port intensive, meaning when you travel with us and you cruise with us, we don't have at sea days. So you're going to be pulling in and cruising into port in the morning, and we have the ability to stay until late into the evening on most nights.
Celestial is a Greek cruise line. It originated in Greece.
We originated, yes.
So that's what makes it special also. It is Greek.
Yes, we are predominantly Greek. We are global, so we
Right.
are global, but we have an office in Piraeus, which is right there at the port in Athens, one of the
Mhm.
ports. And we've been there for, almost 30 years. But under the Celestial flag, it's been 14 years. But we definitely are the experts because, most of our staff is Greek, even though on board it's multilingual from everybody all over the world. But we definitely have those connections to really bring you that backstage experience, an immersive experience in the destination.
Great. So what kind of traveler is the perfect fit for Celestial?
So I always say, who is here because they want to travel and actually see the destination? Everyone's like, yes, of course. That's why I'm speaking to Sean and Ilisa to set up my vacation. But how many times are you really spending that time in port, especially if you're going on a cruise? So our experience is we're something for everybody. Someone who wants to travel in a group with their friends, anniversary, even solo, because the experience that you're going to have is actually to see the destination and immerse yourself culturally enjoying even the folklore, knowing the history, how history has shaped the architecture, the art, and even their food. So it is, again, an immersive experience. And let's not forget, there's fun to be had too, right? Because the Greek culture is so warm, food is so delicious, and the wines and the beaches. Let me not forget about that, because not everybody's interested in history or art, architecture, right? They want to go to those beautiful beaches, the Instagrammable moments that they're going to have when they travel with us. So we have something for everybody. We're multi-generational.
So, I mean, it's very special to me because I'm of Greek descent.
Yay!
So Greece
Opa!
itself, Greece definitely holds a special place in my heart, and I want everyone to see it at some point and experience it. So I think the one thing people need to understand that this, as you keep mentioning, it is very destination focused cruise. It is not a mega ship experience.
It is not.
That is correct. You're
You
not
know,
going to
so
find
right.
the theme parks, the water slides, everything that you see on the mega ships that have 5,000-6,000 people. Our
Mhm.
Celestial Journey, which we're going to be sailing on for a amazing cruise that we're going to be talking about in just a few seconds here, only has 1,260 passengers.
That's a good size, especially for coming on and off the ship when you go into port and tender and everything. Makes it
100%.
a lot less stressful.
A
That's a great
100%.
size.
So this is almost like your private yacht. Pretty
Hmm.
much. And it's very well laid out. So you never feel actually that you're being suffocated by the amount of people, because there's plenty of bars and lounges, not to mention gym, spa, or nightly shows, entertainment throughout the ship. There's even a basketball court on the Journey and a tennis court. So
And
So you're
like I
No
getting
said,
pickleball yet?
swimming pool. Well, maybe to come. You're right. Maybe to
Yeah.
come. That's something
I'm
that's
sure the
on
tennis
the
court
table.
subs as a pickleball court as well for
Yeah.
everybody these days.
I'm sure people are marking it out for pickleball,
Mm,
even if they're not supposed to.
So it's a full cruise
Absolutely.
experience for anyone that wants their true
absolutely.
cruise experience. They just need to understand the ships are smaller, and which is what you want for a sailing like this. So both Sean and I send a lot of clients to Greece. It's one of our top sellers for both of us, and we send them to land on land-based trips, and we
Mhm.
do cruises as well. So why don't we talk about what makes this itinerary stand out? So we're starting off in Athens. The ship departs from Piraeus, which is outside of Athens.
Yeah, about
So
30
it's great
minutes
for
from the airport.
so anyone coming in, you're going to want to come in a few days in advance so you can experience Athens.
Mhm.
You can't just come in and hop on the cruise. You have to see Athens. That would be
100%.
criminal not to. From there, we go to Kusadasi, which
Yes.
is where we're going to see Ephesus. We go to Rhodes.
The Rhodes, absolutely. That then you're gonna see the old town of Rhodes. And these are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And speaking about
Right.
Rhodes, so that's
So we're
another
going to
place.
go to Crete,
Yes,
where we're going to see Agios Nikolaos. That's the stop in Crete.
that's right. One of the largest and very diverse island in Greece.
It's the
Yes,
largest Greek island, and there is, I mean, it is very diverse, but we're also then gonna go to Santorini, which everyone wants to see Santorini. Everyone wants the Santorini sunsets and the
that's
blue
one of our
domes.
icons. And the best part is that you're catching that sunset while you're in
Mhm.
Santorini, not
While
while
ever
you're pulling away.
while
Right,
everybody else is lined up to get back to the cable car to go back down to the ships in the afternoon, we stay in Santorini until 10 o'clock at night.
and that's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
There's so very few cruises you do that. I remember the last one I was on, we left way too early to see the sunsets, and, it's a shame. So that is amazing. You have time to go out into town and go have dinner and see the sunsets, dinner and a sunset. So then, Mykonos, and that's a port where we have a long stay.
Mhm.
You're there we get there at 8 in the morning, and you're there pretty much overnight till 2 in the morning. So think
So
about how much time that's gonna give you. You could come out in the morning, travel around, take one of our beautiful shore excursions, come back, take a nap, get something to eat, get ready, and go back out again and experience the nightlife of the tavernas in Little Venice.
at that
It is a
famous,
replica, yes, of
famous
Venice,
Mykonos
Italy.
nightlife.
Mhm.
And then the final port, and this is the one I think I am most excited about, is we go to Milos, because
My
that is
favorite.
one of the less touristed islands. No other cruise line is going to Milos.
That's correct. I mean, I always say there's other lines have similar itineraries, but not this one and not the time that we spend. And we're in a port every day. And Milos, actually, Ilisa, is one of my favorite islands. It is
Is it?
just, it's still in its natural state and it's less crowded. It actually has one of like the top 10 beautiful beaches. And we know all the beaches are beautiful in the Greek islands, but this one, it's the Palochori beach. And it is absolutely fantastic. And not to mention Sarakaniko, which has those moonlight craters. They're formed by the sculpted stone by the wind for
Right?
millions of years. It's right on an inlet. So it's just some spectacular things aside from the placa. And again, more UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
So, I mean, because I always tell people when you're going to Greece, I know you want to see Santorini and I know you want to see Mykonos, but it is so important when you're in the Cyclades to go to one of the smaller islands and see the true Greek life there and see, the less
Absolutely.
touristed. So, but of course, the more we talk about it, the more people are going to flock there. It's a double-edged
I
sword.
know,
So,
right? Hidden secret. Only you could see it through Celestial when you book.
exactly.
Exactly.
Sean and Alyssa.
So the biggest challenge that we face when we're planning these itineraries, if it's going to be a land itinerary, is moving everybody around. And I think why we gravitated towards this is because they're going to get on the ship, unpack once. I see it as like a floating resort, right? And you're getting to experience all these places without constantly having to pack up and move again and again, or take a ferry, take a flight back to Athens to come back to another island. So this actually allows you with this itinerary to do a lot in the short space of time, but also at the same time not feeling rushed and that you're constantly moving the whole time when you're traveling.
Is
Exactly.
correct. You are waking up every morning in a new destination and without you having to get on a bus, a car, or when you're traveling the island, there you cannot travel by car. You have to get there by the ferries, right? And has
Yeah.
anybody here experienced a ferry moment?
I'll say this. If you've experienced the ferries, I tell everybody, even if you haven't, if you've ever opened up a sardine can before and you know what happens when you open up a sardine can, imagine everybody getting at port in Athens, shoving into this little tiny ferry with all of their luggage. And then you go to your island and then the ferry, they just open the gate and it's like a mad dash to where you're going.
It's Black
If you
Friday.
guys remember what Black Fridays were like years ago before Amazon, it's like that on steroids. Everybody's pushing their
Yeah.
way off. And you got to do that on a daily or somewhat every other day basis if you're going to be doing it that way. Whereas when you travel with Celestial, like Sean said, you unpack once and you are good to go. You don't have to worry about any of that. We've got the meals taken care of. We got the cabins taken care of. We've got the excursions taken care of. We've got the meals taken care of. Everything that you could possibly think of, we've got it handled for you.
And it's a great way for people who've never seen Greece before, they don't know where they wanna go, they can't make up their mind where
Absolutely.
they want to go. This is their sampler for them. This is so they can experience
Yes.
all different islands, all different parts, different island chains.
Mhm.
And if they wanna go back later and do a land tour, that's great, if they want a more in-depth of it, this is a great way to see a lot of several different islands within the chains. It's a good,
Yeah.
a really good sampler. It's gonna want it has people wanting more though. Like you're gonna come on, like, I need to go back to Greece. I mean, sells
Absolutely.
itself.
Absolutely. 100%. So more grease and less stress.
Right.
This
Because
is
Mhm.
what
Greece can be overwhelming to plan. It can be a very overwhelming place because there's so much to choose, so many islands to choose from,
the
so much history. So you just
yes.
don't, and we only have limited time. So
You just show up and everything is taken care of
So
and you get to
our
enjoy the ride.
itinerary breaks it down where you're definitely going to get that sampler taste, but spending more immersive time in that
right,
destination. So when you
right.
come back, you're going to say, okay, I love that island, or I didn't like this too much, or XYZ. So,
So
yes.
what kind of excursions can people expect from Celestial
My God, our
in ports?
excursions, I will say they're the top because we have those relationships with the tour operators. Okay. We've had them for several years. So we're going to have a mix. If you like it fun and adventure, we've got that. If you're into food, art, history, architecture, we have that. Also, plenty of time to shop if you want to. So we also offer beach transportation. They're sold on board. But if that's your thing, we at every stop, we do offer the sale of a beach shore excursion on board as well.
I could see some people going and hitting up a different beach every day, and that would be their idea of a great
Absolutely.
vacation. So it's good to know that they can easily get transfers to and from the ship through the cruise line.
I have a group of friends that I travel. I'm really into the art, the history, the food, the wine, just knowing where things came from, how it came to be. And I have a friend that has no interest and they want to get that Greek golden tan. So he's on the beaches every single day. So we've got
There's something
something
for
for
everyone.
everybody.
If you've got people that are interested in that action and adventure, we've got 4x4 buggy safaris and off-roading excursions that take you off the beaten path and into the wilderness while you're on in port,
Hmm.
in the different islands. So again, there's an option for everybody.
And I think a cruise is a really great way to travel with your family, with a group of people, with a group of friends, because it's that one type of vacation where there is enough for everyone to satisfy everyone's interest.
Hmm.
There's something for everyone. No one has to be chained. You're not chained to one another during the day.
Right.
There's so much to occupy everyone else's interest in a safe way, with
Hmm.
other people. And then you could come together later in the day and evening for dinner or whatnot. But it's just a great vacation that you feel like you're traveling with other people, but you still have your own space.
Yes, 100%. You never feel tied down to just one plan of, you always have one family member that's what they want to do, but we have many choices readily available. So there is something for everybody, and you don't feel that your vacation is going to be monopolized by one person in your group or that
Right.
you're
I
traveling.
do that with my groups. Like from the time I start planning my smaller groups, I tell them, first of all, this is your vacation personally, and you just happen to be traveling along with the group. I
That's
said,
right.
everybody's not going to want to do the same thing at the same time every day. I said, and
Hmm.
part of what's fun about it is everybody can go out and have their own individual adventures. And then you come back later in the day and you talk about what you did and experienced over dinner or a cocktail, but you still have that group atmosphere, but you're getting to do the individual things you want. And I think this type of itinerary lends itself to that, because everybody's going to have their little different idea of what they want to get out of the vacation, and they can do it that way.
And we
Some people
also
might want
have
to
a
just,
lot of entertainment on board too for those clients that maybe on one day they either don't want to get off the ship or they want to just have a more relaxing day. All of the onboard entertainment that we have on the ship. We've got nightly shows on a 7-night cruise. We put on 7 different shows, a different show each night.
to a
And
night.
It's amazing. We put it on twice a night.
So when we're talking about the shows, so what's the could tell us more about the onboard vibe. So we have the shows,
Right?
and what can we expect from those? What kind of shows are we talking about?
I mean, of course, there's singing, there's dancing, there's acrobatics going on. They also bring a little bit of the culture. You're gonna see like they are like a Greek troupe that comes in and they have a night that they do a performance that's typical of Greece. But it's definitely a very exciting show, very entertaining. But also through the lounges, we do have not just karaoke, but we do have pianists. So you're gonna have music, singing, and also, I don't know, now this is we have a secret. Well, it's not a secret, but we have bartenders that are also magicians. They're not just
Okay.
only
It's
making
a show.
your money disappear with their delicious cocktails,
Okay.
but they also are very talented. And that is a family friendly show that they put on. I think it's on Tuesday nights, but it's just something that's heartfelt and it's warm and it's wholesome because you have the whole family participation. So lots of entertainment on board, lots of different types of dining venues. Aside from the main dining room and the buffet, we also have specialty dining. So we have a steakhouse, Grill Seekers, Pink Moon is our Asian fusion. And then we have Smoked Olive, which is our Mediterranean restaurant. And remember, the food on board does have a bit of a Mediterranean slant, but you're also going to find food that's familiar in North America. It's like a hamburger, there are French fries. So there's just something for everybody. But what I
We
love
all,
about our food, it's locally sourced. So you're getting nutritious, wholesome food, right? And then we know that Europe does not allow the certain type of preservatives that maybe we have here in the US. So you're definitely going to have a wonderful, delightful experience, especially on the
we
guest room.
also have a specialty restaurant that is also it's also available called the Chef's Table. It's a very private, exclusive type of a specialty restaurant where you have the option of doing either a 3, 4, 5, or 6 course meal. And like I said, when I say it's private, what does it hold, Patty? 8 to 12 people, I
In a
believe.
private room, it's a minimum of 10 guests to a maximum of 14, and it is a wonderful experience. So, and
And
that's
that's
one of
the
also
top-notch
specialty.
everything.
So let's talk about ages,
Yes.
the demographic on Celestial. Do you get many children? Are there many children on board? What's
There are children on board.
What we see with a lot of those children is that they're traveling with multi-generational families. You're not gonna see a kids club where you drop the kids off at 9 o'clock in the morning and you go out and do what you want and then come back in the afternoon and pick them up. The children that you see on board with us are there because they are just like with their families, they wanna go out, they wanna see the towns, they wanna see the islands, they want to explore. So, you'll have a wide variety of age ranges from young kids 10 years and up, all the way up to those that are retiring and taking those families and their grandchildren and their children on those vacations with them.
seeing
Not
that a
to say
lot?
we don't have a set age. Obviously, we do
Okay, yeah.
have well, a lot of travelers of a certain age demographic, but this is the cruise that you're really looking to experience and to travel into the destination of the Greek Isles. So something for everybody. And it is the perfect family vacation again, or solo, or for couples or groups.
And I'm seeing that a lot, actually. I have a lot of clients who are doing I'm seeing a lot of multi-generational trips where the parents and the grandparents, they're like, "We've saved for this. We've put away for our retirement. We wanna now live, and we wanna take our families and just, enjoy this, the things we couldn't do before."
Absolutely. And hey, and another thing is we're not just all about like the day life in the destination because at nighttime, aside from the dining venues and all the shows and also the entertainment through the lounges, we also have a casino and a nightclub. So
Okay.
yeah, so and believe it or not, it's also multi-generational out there, up to 18 and over, but there is a lot of fun to be had late at night, but then you got to wake up early in the morning because you don't want to miss out.
Don't wanna
That's
miss
alright.
breakfast.
So, so a question we're gonna get a lot. People love to drink while they're on vacation.
Mhm.
How do you guys handle your I don't think from what I've seen you have a drink package per se. How does Celestial handle like people who want to have some kind of alcoholic package or
Mhm.
access to the extra alcohol?
So what we like to say is, being that we are that port intensive company and cruise line, we have had drinks packages in the past, but the feedback from those people that have sailed with us is they never felt that they necessarily got the full value of what they paid to get versus what they drank. So we've
Right.
revised our program, and now we have a program called Celestial Pay. And Celestial
Okay.
Pay is your onboard tab for specialty dining and drinks specifically. And the great part about that is, if your clients and the travelers pre-purchase that Celestial Pay in advance, they get a bonus. So you can purchase €100 of Celestial Pay and you get a €15 bonus, all the way up to €1,000 of Celestial Pay, and you get a €250 bonus. So there's benefit to pre-purchasing it, as well as if they do want to purchase it on board, they can. But again, they don't get that extra bonus. So it's definitely
Okay,
something that
so
we
a
talk
question
about
for
doing it.
you. With the Celestial Pay, is it limited and restricted to the person on the account, or can I go up to the bar and Alyssa's with me and say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy her a drink"?
Of course,
How is it set up?
absolutely. You can buy Alyssa all the drinks.
As long as you're there with your
That's
stateroom
Sean.
card, they can scan your
Yeah.
card.
Yeah,
But the person that's
Okay.
paying has to be there for that.
yeah.
Got that, Sean? You can
Nice.
buy all the
And
drinks.
by many times our bar program is always nominated because
Mhm.
I will say this. We have one of the best bar programs at sea in the Mediterranean. They
It's
are
artwork.
absolutely fantastic. They're a work of arts.
Nice, nice. No, and it makes sense, the Celestial Pay, because honestly, drink packages on other cruise lines are outrageously expensive. It's almost in some ways highway robbery there, you know?
I know they make money off of me because I do not ever drink anywhere near enough that I will get to that level. But usually, like, let's say you travel with another cruise line and it's thrown in the cruise fare. Even then, I'm not really getting value out of that being clumped in to the cruise fare because I might have maybe 4 cocktails max a day, like maybe 2 espresso martinis with dinner and maybe another cocktail later on if you're in the club. But the prices where I think a lot of people like having the control of something like Celestial Pay
So that
because you can spend as much as you want or as little as you want. And then it also makes it a lot more social because, again, I go up to the bar, I could buy my friends drinks. It's not everybody scrambling for a cruise card to pay for 12 different. So I just think it makes a better atmosphere on board.
Absolutely.
So you're spending a lot of time in port as well.
Yeah.
By the time you can come back, if you're coming back 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 2 in the morning, 10 o'clock, I mean, are you really going to use that beverage package to its fullest? Because we don't
exactly.
keep you on board with at sea days.
Yeah.
That's where they get you. When you're at the at sea days, I'm like, I want that coconut, right?
Oh,
I will pay
Yeah.
any amount of money for it. They get me on that.
exactly. So let's talk about why people should be sailing with us on this particular cruise, May 29th to June 5th, 2027. Why should people be sailing with Sean and I? Well, we're fun. Besides that,
That's what I was going to
we're
say.
we actually are fun people. You'll be with like-minded travelers. You're gonna have a built-in community. So you'll be seeing Greece for the first time, but you're gonna have a built-in, or maybe it won't be the first time, but you'll have a built-in community of like-minded travelers who just, want to meet new people, experience culture, and experience this beautiful country with new people. It's not going to be a massive group, so it's going to be very intentional and curated. So it's for people, yeah, that want to travel with others, still have their own space, but be with a group of really cool people. It's for couples, it's for friends, it's for solo travelers, whomever wants to join us. And it's great because if you try doing this itinerary on your own, you'd be exhausted. You'll be exhausted trying to put this together on your own, just trying to travel it on your own.
100%. Doing the
Absolutely.
logistics. This
Yeah.
is really simple. I always say contact Elisa and Sean. Yes. Fun, number one, traveling safely. Everything is just figured out. We have your home away from home. Our announcements are in English. Our program is in English, something for everybody. But now you have two great guides, Elisa and
Mhm.
Sean. I mean, this is going to be a
What better way to do it?
fun cruise.
So let's
I
talk.
want to circle back a little bit when it comes to the amenities. And what is your spa like? Because a lot of the ladies and even the men, they love their spa.
Love my spa.
It is fantastic. Even when I'm on board where I'm working or escorting a group, I try to find some time to at least get a proper massage, use the steam room. The gym is huge, beautiful with windows, spa treatments galore. Anything you could think of, we have them. We have a beauty salon. So you want to get that blowout. I even had one of my agents that was traveling with me, and she was getting highlights. She got highlights on board, and we even do
Uh,
gel nails. So we've got all the beauty treatments that you can imagine, all for them.
Right.
And
And
for
also
those
the steam room and sauna, which we have a relaxation room as well. So lots of great things. And then our 2 swimming pools.
exactly, that's where I was
Get
gonna
some
head on
tan
that to
on.
that with Patty. In addition to everything, we have 2 swimming pools, one on the aft of the ship, but also one midship on our main top deck. But the best part about that specific pool is it's all weather. It has a retractable roof, so weather
Oh,
permitting, you can
nice.
swim every day of the week regardless of the weather. If it's nice out,
nice.
roof is open. If it's not, the roof goes down, it closes up. So you're still able to get that swim in to the 2 hot tubs that are in there. Again, you're not gonna get rained on if it's raining out.
So let's talk about what's included in this. We have because there's a lot of value in this. Because remember, we're talking about value. What are you getting for your money? So your cruise accommodations are
Yes.
obviously included in it. All your meals are included. There are certain beverages that are included, like your coffee, your tea,
Coffee,
water.
filtered water,
Coffee, tea,
coffee,
juice.
tea, juice,
Of
and
your
also
sodas during your meals are included.
mhm,
Obviously, your onboard entertainment and activities are included.
yes,
Your taxes, your fees, gratuities.
gratuity
That's huge.
and
And essential
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Basic Wi-Fi. Yep.
We all need to be connected. I mean, let's be honest. We all need to
That's
stay,
right.
stay connected.
So what do the Wi-Fi packages look like? Because I'm not a basic person. I always have to get like the
So
upgraded Wi-Fi.
perfect.
So the
Us
upgraded
7
Wi-Fi through Starlink is for one device for 7 days. It's not even, I think, $80, right around $80 for the whole week.
That's excellent.
Great.
unlimited, Starlink. It's
So
I
But
haven't
Wi-Fi,
the thing
seen
is, like, because you guys are at port every day, like, you're probably not gonna even need the Wi-Fi as much as you would
right,
with these cruise lines that have like a whole full CD
Mhm.
and everything.
right,
But because when we're traveling, even when it's a vacation, we're still working.
right.
I
abs
need to make sure I could still get like good service.
So basic
Absolutely.
Wi-Fi is included, but there
in
is
the
the option
package.
to upgrade if you
Yes.
need it. We're also including for every cabin €50 per cabin in
Mhm.
celestial pay.
Yep, and that goes down to 20. The way it gets broken down is 25 on each person, so that way they have that
Nice.
at the lounges and whatnot.
And our pricing is very competitive. We're starting at $2,358 for 2 people. That's our starting. That's our lead-in price for this cruise. That's for 2 people total, not per person. And so that's our lead-in, and we have other pricing for some other categories, but it's very competitive pricing
This
for
is
this.
I could tell you looking at all the price points and looking at a balcony cabin on a similar cruise on other cruise lines, you're probably about double the pricing, depending on the cruise line.
that's right.
Mhm.
So for what you're paying for 2 here,
Mhm.
probably gonna be paying 75% more for 2 people on some of the larger cruise
100%.
lines.
Easy.
You're getting that value, and we present ourselves as like the premium casual because premium in our itinerary, premium in our offerings, that what you get in the package, and casual because we want you to have a relaxed
Mhm.
experience. You're on vacation, right? I don't want to be in a
Exactly.
suit. I want to be in my
Exactly.
flip flops and my beautiful cocktail martini that the bartenders made and relaxing and enjoying my time.
So there's a lot of value to this cruise, and when you couple that with the ports that we're seeing, you can't beat this. This is an amazing opportunity when we want everyone to join us on this. So it's so very exciting. So if people are listening and they're thinking, "Oh, wow, who is it?" If you're listening, they want to know, how do you know, is this right for you? It's right for anyone that's a first time traveler to Greece. If you are a repeat traveler and you just want a vacation where you just have to show up and it's all done for you. If you love the food and the culture, if you value experience over the excess and the bright lights of the cruise ship, of some mega ship, this is for you.
And for all my clients who over the years are like, oh, when are we going to get to travel with you? Well, I'm giving you the opportunity. So time to step up, you know?
And other things we're going to do, we haven't gotten to this yet, but we could arrange for pre-cruise hotels and pre-cruise transfers. We can arrange if you want to stay on in Greece afterwards, if you want special activities, excursions, celebration, we can arrange. Sean and I are here where we can handle that for everyone.
Without a
So
doubt.
it truly is going to be an immersive trip. So space is limited, so we encourage everyone to jump on this as soon as they can because we're confident it will sell out.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely. It's
Mhm.
going to be a great time. You're going on a
Definitely
great
something to check off
product
of your bucket list.
Mhm.
with Ilisa and Sean. I mean, what is there to think about?
So how
We
do
might even have to do an episode of the podcast while on board.
That's a
we
great
will. We
idea.
absolutely have to. That's an absolute must. So how do people book? Just contact us. Just email or give Sean and I a call and we'll get you all set up.
And we both recently sent out to our email list emails telling you about the cruise, but also links to where you can go and read more about it and then book it
Welcome
from
to
And
that
you
Check
can
link.
Bags and
share.
Big Tags,
And
the
then
no
we're
filter,
putting
no
it out
holds
all
barred
over our social
podcast where
media.
we
So you
spill the
have
truth
various
about
ways of
globetrotting in
accessing
style.
it, but we
Buckle
will
up,
say there
it's
are
time to
some
see
time
the world
constraints
differently.
on this. We need you guys depositing before the beginning of June because we only have our pricing locked in till a certain date. You want to get on board, you want to make sure you lock in your space, get in touch with us within the month of May, and let's get this done.
And deposits are low. Deposits are low. If you want an interior or an ocean view exterior, it's $50 a cabin. It's $300 for the junior suites, which are the balconies. That's a low
That's
deposit.
incredible. Imagine that's all you
Mhm.
need as a buy-in to secure your spot. And then we'll figure out the rest later,
And
right?
nothing else is due until 2027.
Both of us give you the ability to make payments towards your cruise over time. So if you tell
Exactly.
us, look, I want to make X amount of payments, we will set it up for you in installments and we will know when to charge your card and how much. And we make the process easy for you. So you're not looking to just pay it all at once at the end of it all. You can like budget it out and make this happen.
So there's no excuse whatsoever.
So if you're looking for the Greek islands, going to those iconic places and those hidden gems with Celestial and Sean and Ilisa, this is the time to book because I don't know if the pricing's going to be like this, right? Next year. They circle
And
back. So
just like
lock
I
it
said at the
in.
beginning, it's about y'all. It's for you guys. We do this for you.
Yeah. It's Celestial.
And at Celestial, we always say you just have to be there.
That's right. So Randy and Patty, thank you so much for doing this. I'm
Thank
very
you.
excited.
Thank you for
Very
having
Yes,
us.
excited
so are
about this
we.
cruise.
Thank you so
So,
much for having us. This is a lot of fun.
yes.
You can have me invite me anytime. I'll be
All right.
more than happy.
Maybe a little further on in the process, we might do a cruise night. We might tell you next week, we'll send out a link to our clients and do a cruise Pacific night where they can ask questions to you guys
Absolutely.
about
So
And we'll
about
be
the
there.
cruise itself and the whole experience.
So everyone wait for that announcement too, because we'll set those up as well. So on that note, thank you so much for being
Thank
here. And
you.
thank you everyone for tuning in. And we will see you next week. Take care.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you for listening to Check Bags and Big Tags. When you're ready to book your next dream vacation, be sure to contact your local trusted travel advisor. If you liked what you heard today and want to hear more travel tips and tricks, be sure to hit subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Check Bags and Big Tags. And if you have any questions about travel or topics you want to hear, just send us an email at checkbagsandbigtags@gmail.com. Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep dreaming big and chasing those unforgettable adventures.
Live radio, local podcasts, the Frederick Podcast Network at listenfrederick.com.